Hey up everybody, Betty's back. Right, it's Saturday night and today I will be making an Oklahoma onion smashburger. Sounds interesting, yeah? So right, I will show you the ingredients and let's get cracking. Right, so we have, this is a large pack of 18%, 20% burger mince, beef mince. I'll only be using about half of that. I have some cheese singles, 3 onions. We have our mini stotties there for our buns. They're lovely, those, like. Right, and for the burger seasoning, we couldn't find any burger seasoning, but man's just Googled it all. So what goes into burger seasoning is we're going to mix them up and then save it. It's some cayenne pepper, some paprika, onion granules, garlic granules, some brown sugar, salt and pepper. And then we're going to serve that with a burger sauce, which is a hot sauce. We're using Sriracha, English mustard, some mayonnaise and some good old ketchup. So right, first thing I'm going to do is crack on with my burgers. Right, so just before I do my burgers, I'm going to crack on with this homemade burger seasoning. So the first thing to go in is 1 tablespoon of paprika, and that's going to go into our little jar here, so we can use that another time if need be. There's the paprika. Right, so now we're going on to teaspoon measures. So let's have a look. 1 teaspoon of pepper. Where's my teaspoon? 1 teaspoon of pepper. There we go. That is going into there. 1 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Just a little bit. 1 1/4, that will do. That's my salt and pepper in. Right, 1/2 teaspoon of, where we go, that's 1/2 tablespoon, teaspoon, 1/2 teaspoon, there we go, look. So 1/2 teaspoon of the brown sugar. Here we go. Half a teaspoon of that. Right, 1/2 teaspoon of the garlic powder. Half a teaspoon of the onion powder, or onion granules. There we go. And we now need 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, because cayenne is pretty potent. So just a little bit. There we go. So that is it. That is the mix for the burger seasoning. Give it a good shake. I mean, obviously, if you wanted to mix some more up, that's just one. But yeah, happy days. Right, now we can crack on with the burgers. Okay, so there's about 350 grams of beef mince in there, which I've just, it's about half the pack. And I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of this lovely burger seasoning into our mix, and it's as simple as that. I'm just going to smush this up, basically. Make sure it's all well incorporated. Whoa. Yeah, the mince has been out the fridge for about an hour, so it's not good doing it when it's ice cold. You need to bring it up to like roomish temperature. I'm just going to mince that together. And I'm definitely not going to measure these. I'm just going to try and form 4 patties out of it, basically. So it doesn't have to be exact, but try and eyeball them so they look roughly the same sort of size. So that's half, and then do exactly the same with the other 2. And all we're doing is just forming 4 equal patties, or as equal as you can get them. Like I said, I'm not going to be too precise with these. I can tell that's a bit more, normally we get 5% beef mince, but this calls for a higher fat content with it being a smash burger. So I'm just going to roll these up. And these are also going to go in the fridge for a little while because we're not cooking them right now. So there we have. That is it, our 4 burgers. We'll move on to the next bit, which is going to be thinly slicing these onions. Right, so again, we're going to be using the mandolin for this. And I'm just going to put it on. Let's just see what the second setting's like. Yeah, that's perfect. Just on the second setting. So again, I'm not going to take any chances with this, because this will literally take your finger off if you allow it to. As you can see, it's not that it's just not worth the risk of doing it by hand when you're on this mandolin. Just nice and steady, like so. Obviously, if you haven't got a mandolin, you're going to have to do it with a sharp knife, but get it as thin as you possibly can. That's the beauty of the mandolin. It will do its magic. So yeah, you can see how easy that is. Lovely. Yes, with my track record with cutting and slicing fingers, I think it's wise. It's got a bit stuck there. There we go. And these are only small onions as well, so that's a bit thick, but hey, there we have it. This is definitely one of our best bars, this thing. It's absolutely spot on, and there we go. That is it. No cut fingers. There we have it. That is our, as you can see, thinly, once you start breaking them up, thinly sliced onions. There's a couple of thick bits there where I will I'll remove those from the bottom. I'll just break them up so they're all in like individual little thin strands. And what we're going to do is, oh, the onions have just got my eyes. Right. So I'm going to put a little bit of salt in here. Okay. And I'm going to smush that up. Technical term there, smush it up. And we're going to let the salt extract some of the water from these onions. Like I say, I'm going to break them up a little bit. So they're all nice and thin and stringy. There is a couple of big bits there, look, that I said I will remove. So there we go. Right. Okay. On to the next step, which is making the burger sauce. Right. I'm not going to give you exact measurements for this. I think this is an eyeball thing. So obviously first to go in will be your mayo. Oh. Where have I heard that sound before? So I'm just going to eyeball this. Some ketchup. And we'll do this as we go along. We like English mustard, and I suppose you could use American. Obviously, it's an American recipe, this, so, but I'm going to use English mustard in here. I think we have got some American mustard somewhere. The last time we had hot dogs. But me being me, I've forgotten. And then I'm going to put in some Sriracha. And we're just going to give that a smush and a taste. Give it a mix up and see what it's like. I'll tell you what it needs and what it doesn't need. For me, that's good. That is good. You don't want too much because it's only for a couple of burgers. So, that is the burger sauce done. Right, so I've just literally, not rinsed, but wrung the onions out by hand. And that's how much water has come out of it. So, those should go nice and crispy on the bottom of the burgers. So we'll come back shortly and we'll start cooking. Right guys, so I've toasted my buns. So all ready to go. This pan's been on for a good 6, 7, 8 minutes. So I'm now going to start doing my burgers. The smashed burgers. I'm going to put one in each corner. This is a nice big pan that we've got. So basically, I'm just going to sort of squash them a little bit for now. It's coming through the hole in the middle. Lovely. I might have to get the metal one for this. I don't think that's, well, it has got holes in it, but. Right, so, here we go. Get the onions on top. Top of each one. A few more on there because there's quite a lot on that. Right, so now I'm going to really give it some welly with a, smash it down. There we go, that's what we want. Really smush it down. There's a nice little bit of room there between each one. I'm just going to crank that up a little bit, and that's going to get about 4 minutes before we flip. Okay, so the 4 minutes is up. Not touched these at all, so they should have a nice crust. And it's a quick flip on there. There we go, nice crust on there. Quick flip on there. And again with this. And again with this one. A nice crust. So about 3 minutes on this, and then just going to give it a minute. I think I'm going to pop the cheese on to melt. Yes. So back in a second. Okay, so that's had about a minute or two there, so I'm going to go on with my cheese. Unfortunately, I haven't got anything to stick on the top of this pan to melt this cheese, so you're just going to have to do it with the heat of the pan, because it's a big pan this, and we've got nothing else big enough lid wise to put on here. So I'm just going to have to keep my eye on these, let the cheese melt, and then it's assembly time after that. Lovely. Wowzers, those have properly melted now. Look at those. Oh my word. Right, let's get these assembled, and then it'll be taste testing time. Wowzers, look at that. I'm just going to drizzle some of this burger sauce on. Oh my word. Look at that. This could get messy. Right, taste testing time. Right, no weapons. Hands. Well, look, I mean, that looks the Oklahoma smashed onion burger.
Smells amazing.
It does as well. It smells absolutely lush. Not had a burger for a while, but hey, it's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it. I mean, look at that crispy onion. What's not to like? Come on, right, guys. Who does the stand? Who does the stand? It's Guy Fieri, isn't it?
No, it's
not
Man versus Food.
Man versus Food. That's the one. I'm getting me.
Adam Richmond.
Adam Richmond, yeah, he does the stance so he doesn't dribble. Right, let's get in. Oh my word. Oh my word. That is just absolutely out of this world. The melty cheese, the bun, with the bun being toasted, you got a little bit of crunch. The sauce is lovely, the burger, and the onions. Oh. Man, that's good. That is so good. I think getting rid of the water out of the onions has made them onions super crispy. I love them like that. I'm going to have one more bite. I can't help it. Oh. You've got to give that a go. You have to do that. That is really, really a tasty burger, as Samuel L. would say. Yep. So, give it a go, guys. Thanks for the likes and the subscriptions and the comments and the recipe ideas. Keep them all coming. It's Saturday night tonight, and yeah, Saturday night. So there's no football on tonight or anything for me to watch. So we're just going to settle down, a couple of drinky poos, and maybe watch some Netflix. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we will catch you again very, very soon. So thanks for watching, guys.
See you later.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.